Deep inside the rainforests of Madagascar, the morning begins in a very unusual way. As the mist slowly rises between the trees, a strange sound echoes through the forest. At first, you might think it is a bird, a monkey, or even a human voice coming from far away. But this mysterious sound belongs to one of the most fascinating primates on Earth, the Indri lemur. The Indri is not an ordinary lemur. It lives only in the eastern rainforests of Madagascar, one of the most unique places on the planet. This island is home to animals found nowhere else in the world, and among them, the Indri stands out as something truly special. It is one of the largest living lemurs, with black and white fur, bright expressive eyes, powerful legs, and almost no tail. When you see it sitting high in the trees, it almost looks like a strange creature from another world. But the most incredible thing about the Indri is not how it looks. It is how it sounds. Because the Indri does something very rare in the animal kingdom. It sings. In the early morning, Indri families begin to call together. Their voices rise above the rainforest in long, loud, haunting sounds. Sometimes their calls sound like a siren. Sometimes they sound like a sad song echoing through the trees. For people hearing it for the first time, the sound can be shocking. It feels emotional, mysterious, and almost human. But these songs are not random screams. They have meaning. Indri lemurs use their songs to communicate with each other. In the thick rainforest, it can be difficult to see far through the trees, but sound can travel much farther than sight. So when an Indri family sings, they are sending a message across the forest. They are telling other Indris, this is our territory. They are also staying connected with their own family members. In a way, their song is like a natural map of the forest. It tells others where they are, who they are, and that this part of the rainforest belongs to them. But Indris usually live in small family groups. A group often includes an adult male, an adult female, and their young. They travel together, feed together, rest together, and sing together. This strong family bond is one of the most beautiful things about them. When one Indri begins to call, the others may join in. Soon, the whole family becomes like a small choir hidden in the forest. Their voices rise together, filling the rainforest with sound. And for a few moments, the forest feels alive in a completely different way. The Indri's diet is also closely connected to the forest. Indris are not hunters. They mostly eat leaves, fruits, flowers, and seeds. Young, soft leaves are especially important for them. Because of this, a healthy Indri population needs a healthy forest. If the forest disappears, the Indri loses everything. It loses its food. It loses its home. It loses the trees it uses to travel. And it loses the space where its songs can echo. This is why the Indri's future is deeply connected to the future of Madagascar's rainforests. Indris are also incredible movers. They spend most of their time in the trees. Instead of running on the ground, they leap from trunk to trunk and from branch to branch. Their powerful back legs help them jump impressive distances through the forest. Even though they have almost no tail, they are very skilled at balancing. They cling to tree trunks, push off with strength, and land with amazing control. Watching an Indri move through the rainforest is like watching an athlete built perfectly for the trees. But behind this beautiful story, there is a serious problem. The Indri is critically endangered. The biggest threat is habitat loss. Forests in Madagascar have been destroyed or damaged because of farming, logging, firewood collection, and human expansion. As the forest gets smaller, Indri families become separated from one another. This makes it harder for them to find food, find mates, and survive as a healthy population. And there is another important problem. Indris do not survive well in captivity. Unlike some animals that can be protected in zoos, the Indri is extremely difficult to keep alive outside its natural habitat. This means that the best way to protect the Indri is not by moving it somewhere else. The best way to protect the Indri is to protect the forest where it already lives. Because if the forest disappears, the Indri may disappear with it. And if that happens, the world will lose something that cannot be replaced. The Indri is not just another animal. It is the voice of the Madagascar rainforest. Its song is part of the forest's identity. If that song goes silent, the forest will never feel the same again. Imagine waking up in a rainforest where the Indri no longer sings. No long calls echoing through the trees. No family chorus rising in the morning mist. No mysterious voice reminding us that nature is full of things we still do not fully understand. Losing the Indri would mean losing millions of years of evolution, one of the most unusual songs in nature, and one of Madagascar's most iconic animals. The Indri teaches us something important. Nature is not only about what we see. Sometimes what makes a place special is what we hear. And in the forests of Madagascar, that sound is the song of the Indri. For many people, hearing an Indri sing is not just like hearing an animal call. It feels like hearing the heartbeat of the forest. When the Indri sings, it almost feels as if the whole rainforest is speaking. Today, that mysterious sound can still be heard in the eastern rainforests of Madagascar. But whether future generations will hear it too depends on what happens to those forests now. If we lose the Indri, we do not just lose one of the largest lemurs in the world. We lose a singing animal, a family-centered primate, a symbol of Madagascar, and